The Time Before Time, Part 4. Chapter 1, Genesis of the Ethereal Guardians. Whispers of Creation, the Fïyætirœíl's Dawn. As the shadow of Vírøl's wrath receded, the world of Vírœl, cradled by the cosmos's silent watch, began to stir from its enforced slumber. The land, scarred yet unbroken, awaited a new dawn, a promise whispered by the winds of change. It was during this time of silent anticipation that the Tarantharan, celestial beings of ancient power and wisdom, descended upon the awakening world. They, who had watched from the stars, now wove the essence of life itself, crafting from the untouched sanctuaries of Vírœl, the Fïyætirœíl, guardians of flesh and bone, born from the very breath of the planet's hopeful sigh. These new guardians, the Fïyætirœíl, walked the lands with steps light and nurturing, breathing life back into the world's weary bosom. They touched the barren, whispering life into the soil, coaxing the hidden seeds to unfurl into a myriad of colors, a testament to Vírøl's enduring spirit. Under their gentle care, the forests began to heal, rivers sang once more, and the creatures of the land stepped from the shadows, their eyes wide with wonder at the rebirth of their world. Yet the Fïyætirœíl were more than mere healers. They were the harbingers of a new era, the weavers of connections between all living things. They taught the language of the winds to the birds, the rhythm of the waters to the fish, and the secrets of the earth to the beasts. Under their guidance, Vírœl became a symphony of life, each creature, each plant, a note within an ever-growing melody of harmony and balance. But the world was vast, and the Fïyætirœíl, though powerful, were few. They spread across the continents, each taking root in a land that called to their essence. In time, these lands would come to be known by names whispered with reverence and awe: Dralisu, the Dratisra, Kudrfomel, and others, each a reflection of the guardian that nurtured its rise from the ashes of silence. As the Fïyætirœíl nurtured the world, the Tarantharan watched, their eyes filled with pride yet tinged with a silent vigilance. They knew the balance of Vírœl was delicate, its harmony a treasure to be guarded fiercely. In the dance of light and shadow, they saw the future of Vírœl unfolding, a path winding through the unknown, guided by the light of the Tarantharan and the wisdom of the ages. Chapter 2, Tapestry of Civilizations. In the nurturing embrace of Vírœl, under the watchful eyes of its guardians, the silent lands awakened to the vibrant tapestry of life. From the guidance of the Fïyætirœíl, the heart of Vírœl pulsated with newfound vigor, giving birth to diverse cultures, each a reflection of the land's intrinsic beauty and the wisdom of ages. In the luminous realm of Dralisu, the enlightened Dralisra thrived, their lives a testament to the enlightenment brought forth by the first rays of dawn. Their cities, structured in harmony with the sun's path, mirrored the celestial balance, fostering a society where art, philosophy, and science flourished under the gentle light of understanding and peace. Far to the rugged terrains of Draythorn, the hardy Drethnane carved their existence, harmonizing with the unyielding elements of their forested land. Their society, built on the tenets of resilience and respect for nature, grew strong and wise, living in unity with the ancient woods that whispered the secrets of endurance and coexistence. Beneath the earth, in the vast network of caves and tunnels of Kudrfomel, the subterranean Kudranane established their domain. In the heart of darkness, they found their light, mastering the art of crafting from the treasures of the underground. Their culture, a beacon of innovation and craftsmanship, thrived in the harmony of shadow and stone, echoing the depth of the world below. Amidst the misty isles of Fernvothe, the navigators Fionlil danced with the veils of fog, their lives intertwined with the capricious sea and the ever-shrouding mists. They cultivated a unique bond with their environment, turning the ethereal mists into a shield and guide, crafting a society where the ebb and flow of the tides dictated the rhythm of life and mystery. In the lush expanse of Thedratisra, the guardians Thedrenan blossomed, their spirits as vibrant as the jungle that cradled their civilization. They grew to understand the language of the flora and fauna, living in a symbiotic relationship with the verdant wilderness, their practices and beliefs a testament to the sacred cycle of growth and decay. Thus, across the vastness of Vírœl, from the highest peaks to the deepest caverns, the seeds sown by the Fïyætirœíl bore fruit in the form of civilizations that reflected the diversity and majesty of the world. Each culture, a distinct melody in the symphony of life, contributed to the grand tapestry of Vírœl, woven together by the common threads of respect for the land, reverence for the elements, and the harmonious guidance of the Fïyætirœíl. The blossoming of these societies marked the beginning of a golden epoch, an era where the heartbeats of numerous cultures echoed the vibrant pulse of Vírœl itself. Chapter 3: The Age of Enlightenment and Harmony. In the aftermath of the Fïyætirœíl's awakening, Vírœl witnessed an era of unprecedented enlightenment, where the newly formed cultures thrived under the tutelage of the Taruntherin. This epoch was marked by the harmonious coexistence of all beings, guided by the wisdom and benevolence of the Fïyætirœíl, who imparted the sacred knowledge of Œsílæn, the mystical energy that interweaves life and essence. Communities across Vírœl, from the windswept plains of Hyllir to the lush forests of Draythorn, began to understand and harness the power of Œsílæn. They learned to live in symbiosis with the land, adopting practices that amplified their connection to nature and each other, fostering an era where agriculture flourished and diseases were all but eradicated, thanks to the newfound understanding of healing energies. The Fïyætirœíl also unveiled the existence of Œsílæn, the ley lines, teaching the peoples of Vírœl to detect and utilize these streams of concentrated energy. This knowledge led to a renaissance in magic and spirituality, as civilizations learned to draw upon the ley lines for strength, healing, and insight, deepening their connection to the earth and the cosmos. Central to this era was the concept of yálæn, the philosophical understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. This principle reshaped societies, encouraging a departure from conflict and disparity towards a collective well-being. The teachings led to a societal transformation where peace, empathy, and understanding prevailed over discord and division. This golden age of harmony saw the rise of magnificent cities, innovations in arts and sciences, and the flourishing of trade and diplomacy, as the various cultures of Vírœl interacted with respect and mutual curiosity. Monuments were erected, not as tributes to conquest or division, but as symbols of unity and shared prosperity, celebrating the diversity and interconnectedness of all life. Thus, under the guardianship of the Fïyætirœíl, Vírœl blossomed into a world where every creature, every culture, and every piece of land thrived in a symphony of balanced coexistence. It was an era that promised to carry the world of Vírœl into a future illuminated by the enduring light of wisdom and harmony. Chapter 4: The Dawning Horizon. Threshold to the yálæn. As Vírœl basked in the serene afterglow of an era defined by enlightenment, the Fïyætirœíl, under the wise tutelage of the Taruntherin, thrived in unparalleled harmony. The land, once a canvas of silent potential, now vibrated with the symphony of a unified existence, signaling the onset of an epoch that would outshine all that had come before, the dawn of the yálæn, the ages of gold. In this world, shaped by the hands and hearts of the Fïyætirœíl, every corner from the veiled mists of Fîrmvothe to the radiant expanses of Dralisu flourished. The Fïyætirœíl, living embodiments of the land's purest dreams, cultivated their realm with care and wisdom. The ethereal energy of Œsílæn, once a whispered legend, now flowed visibly, a guiding force in their daily lives, imbuing their world with a magic that was as real as the earth under their feet. This was a time of prosperity, where the Fïyætirœíl's stewardship saw the awakening of Vírœl to its fullest potential. Villages and cities grew in harmony with nature, laughter filled the air, and the collective wisdom of generations echoed in the bustling squares and quiet glens alike. The teachings of the past were not lost, but lived and breathed in the present, fostering a community where every voice was heard and every life was cherished. However, this idyllic existence was not devoid of shadows. The vigilant Tarantheran sensed the subtle undercurrents of change. The equilibrium of Œsílæn, though steady, hinted at hidden depths yet to be explored. In the beauty of their golden age, the seeds of future trials lay dormant, masked by the brilliance of their achievements. It was a natural cycle, the ebb and flow of cosmic tides, reminding the Fïyætirœíl that vigilance and wisdom were their eternal allies. Standing at the threshold of destiny, the Fïyætirœíl faced the future with a steadfast spirit. They did not fade into the echoes of legend, but stood stronger, united by their shared history and the boundless hope of the dawn. As nœhéné yálæn approached, they looked forward with optimism, ready to embrace the challenges and joys of the new age. The legacy of their kinship with the Tarantheran and the land itself wove a promise into the fabric of tomorrow, a promise of enduring harmony and a future written in the light of golden mornings. Thus, as Vírœl tilted gently towards the luminous promise of the ages of gold, its inhabitants, guided by the enduring light of the Fïyætirœíl, stepped into the burgeoning dawn, hearts full of hope, eyes open to the boundless sky. The whispers of nœhéné yálæn, subtle yet profound, beckoned all of Vírœl to awaken to the glory of a new day, a new era, painted with the hues of possibility and the gentle strength of enduring peace.